Hello, everybody. C. Ray Brower here with Your Perfect Home, and I am in Parsons, Kansas, with a new build going on, and we're going to be talking with Michelle Johnson shortly after this. Hey. And we're back. How's it going today, Michelle?
Really good. Can't complain. How about you? How it looks wet over there in Kansas?
It is a little wet here in Kansas just today. We got a little rain. It was quite the drive getting here, though.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, we
lots of
had to had
snow.
Yeah, we ended up 24-hour drive turned into 42 hours.
Oh no.
Yeah, yep. So got to spend a little time alongside the road, waiting for them to open the road, and got detoured I don't know how many times.
Oh no. Oh, rough. Well, that's winter driving for you. Yeah,
Yep,
I
exactly.
was born and raised in Colorado, so I know all about that kind of stuff. So living in California now, it's definitely a different thing.
A
They
whole
just
different
close,
thing, isn't it?
yeah, they closed the roads up here because they got some snow, and we went driving up there just not that long ago, and we were like, wait, where is the snow? Because it's very different.
That's what I was thinking. I was born and raised in Utah and Idaho, and was I been a long time since I've been in the snow, but I learned how to run a snow shovel way too early in life, and
Right,
really
right.
don't miss it. But yeah, I think there was maybe 3 inches, 4 inches of snow on the road, and they shut it down here in Canada. Well, that was in Arizona, so kind of
Sure.
understandable.
Yeah, well, and partially it's because in those really snowy areas, they have all of the gear, all of the trucks, they have the crews in place to take care of it. And here,
Right. They
they're not
don't.
ready for it. And it wouldn't make sense to spend the money financially to be prepared for it because it happens so rarely.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad you got it there. I'm glad you got there safely. So that's
Yep,
good.
yep. It
Yeah,
it was a it
yeah.
was it was a drive, but nice and safe. We were 8.5 hours in to the drive, had been rerouted 3 times, and my wife called to say you have to turn around and go back. And I said, "What do you mean we have to turn around and go back? You're driving into the tornadoes." And I said,
Oh
"Oh." She sent me the weather map showing tornadoes all over Texas and Kansas and Oklahoma. And I said, by the time we
no,
get there,
no.
they'll be gone. And if not, I always wanted to chase a tornado.
That's right. Like those movies that you see, you're like, oh, this is fun. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's been happening at the Hero Loan Team?
Well, it's funny because we're seeing a lot of movement, a lot of buyers getting back into the market and really seeing what they can do. I think people are starting to realize that it's a good time to buy.
Yep. Yep. It
And
really is.
yeah, and that's what we're seeing is people are really seeing what can I qualify for? Can I afford the house payment for what I want? And
Right.
really starting to take advantage of the fact that there's not 50 offers on every home, that they're not having to pay, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars over the actual value of the home.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, and people are really excited about that. So we're starting to see that happen, which is
Yep.
good.
That's what we're seeing too. Starting to see more people in the market, which is a good thing. Which
Yeah,
is a good thing.
yeah.
Oh, I'm going to jump in the truck. It's starting to rain
Oh,
again.
get in there. Stay dry. Stay dry. It's a cloudy, rainy day there, for sure. I mean, we've been getting a lot of rain here in California too, of course, which is good because we need it. But for sure.
I dropped you.
I gotcha. You're back. You're there. So yeah, it's good. It's good by those standards. People are starting to see that. Of course, inventory is a little bit of an issue still.
Yeah.
People not wanting to sell because they're sitting on a good interest rate.
Exactly.
But those who are willing, those who are wanting to sell, they're getting good offers because they are willing to sell.
Right, exactly. But just not 1,000 of them anymore.
Right. Yeah, they are having to, accept like a decent offer. They're not going to get 50,000 more than what their house is actually worth. They're going to get what their house is worth, and they may have to fix that thing that's broken this time, or maybe offer a closing cost credit or a rate concession or something of that nature. But they are selling their homes, and it is good. The market is moving, and people are pretty happy with where it's at, and that's really what we're seeing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're seeing here is things are moving. Put a house on the market. Team member Cynthia, she got a listing drive on a walk and stopped at a estate sale and ended up getting the listing. We put it on the market, and in 7 days had a full price offer, 20-day close.
Wow, well, you can't ask for anything more than that. I mean, that's a real estate agent's dream, I think, and the list and really the seller's dream. That's really what you want. That's really what you want is when you're ready to sell, you put it on the market, it gets sold. It's a seamless escrow, and then you can go out and buy whatever it is that you're looking to buy next. So
there you go.
Yeah.
So have you got any big plans coming up?
Well, I'm going to be on a radio show for the National Association of Realtors.
Wow.
On April 8th.
Very cool.
So,
very cool.
So we'll see how that goes. As far as plans.
Well, you've been getting lots of practice here, so
yeah, that's right.
You should be ready.
Yeah. This is my warm up for that interview. So
there you go.
Yeah. How about you? How long are you going to be in Kansas for?
Fly back out on the 22nd. So here for 22 days.
Oh, okay. So not too bad. Yeah. And you're flying out, you're not driving.
Correct.
Oh,
yep.
So that should be good.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, not running into any complications that way. And if so, it'll be a couple hour delay instead of a couple days.
Well, so, I don't know. The way the planes thing's been going lately, it's hard to say that.
Yeah, yeah. You never know. That's for sure. That's true. But yeah, but other than that, like I said, things are going good. I mean, it's always a good time of year for Hero Loan Team because in the beginning of the year, like we've talked about, we have kind of the most programs available, and that's doing really good. We always kind of have the lowest rates available versus other places, so we can kind of always beat rates for like big wholesale mortgage companies like Veterans United, Quicken Loans, Rocket Mortgage. We're always going to be way lower than them. And so kind of rate concessions like that are always available from us. So that's nice, especially
very nice
when everybody's looking for that lower rate where we're super competitive in that way. So we're never really losing any business that way, which is really nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic. What is some of the new programs that are out there right now?
Like right now, really, the main focus typically in the beginning of the year is those down payment assistance programs, like I was talking about. So we still have about 30 of those right now. So,
Wow.
yeah, so just like a lot of availability for anybody who thinks that maybe they need to wait until their income tax return comes in, or they've got to save up more money before they can
Right.
get into a home. And a lot of times they are kind of misinformed when it comes to buying a home, and they think, oh, well, I don't qualify because I don't have enough money, or because of my credit score, or because of my length of employment, or whatever reason that like the
Right.
client is telling themselves, like, I have to wait.
Right.
And that isn't always true if they haven't run up against a loan officer and really had them analyze the situation for them and say, well, okay, well, what do you actually have? And is it possible that we can get you into something today?
Right.
Yeah, because a lot of times if we go FHA and we attach that to one of these down payment assistance programs, we can get you into a home for pretty low amounts, like out the door at closing. And with the market the way it is, a lot of times the sellers will offer those couple $1,000s, and that
Right.
puts you in a zero down situation,
Right.
or close to it. So yeah, if you don't know what you don't know, and unless you give us a try and let us tell you, like, this is what you qualify for, or this is your path to qualification. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. That is a big thing that people tell themselves what's going on when they really haven't looked to see what could happen. And there are always ways to get around everything if you know what's going on. I mean, I remember one of my very first clients. She had been through 3 agents, and her nephew had referred her to me, and we went to the very first place, and she really liked it. She says, but I probably won't be able to get it, huh? And I said, well, why is that? And she said, well, because of the program that I'm on. I probably won't qualify. And I said, well, you qualify just fine. She says, yeah, but I need that down payment assistance and from the closing cost credit from the seller. And I don't think I'm going to qualify. And I said, well, why is that? She says, well, the other 2 agents couldn't help me at all. They told me that the program I was on, I couldn't get a house.
mm,
Of course, a month later, we had her closed.
that's right. That's right. Well, and that's a testament too, and we find that a lot in the mortgage industry, is more often than not, if we have a pre-approval out there and the client is shopping and shopping and putting in offer after offer and not getting a home, we hate to say it, but it is often the agent.
Yeah, yeah.
You have
Not
to work with an agent who knows what they're doing, who has the tools, who has the experience, and
has
if not the experience, at least knows
just
what they're doing.
at least willing to put it out there.
Right. Right.
Just there's always a way. As my grandpa always said, there's many ways to skin a cat, son.
That's right. You don't want your agent talking you out of the offer.
Yeah.
Is the thing, right? So if we haven't tried, I mean, that's kind of sales 101, is you lose the sale if you don't ask for it. And so if this is the house you want, why are we not trying for it? I mean, let's give it a try. Why would we say no?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's just a testament to you as an agent to say, like, 2 other agents she'd not had any success with, and then to just go through and get that house. And so,
and of course, that's made her a great referral source. She sent me several people, right? So yeah.
That's right. And that's the difference between working with like Hero Loan Team and you versus just any old lender and any old agent, because we are experienced with the programs. we know the way to make those offers aggressive and to make those escrows timely. And so any listing agent is ready to accept those offers. We do on-time close guarantees, so the buyer will actually receive money if we ever delay that closing. So this makes the listing agent much more interested in our offers. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's something I didn't know that you offered on close time. That
Yeah.
payments if you don't close on time. That is fantastic.
Yeah,
That is
well,
fantastic.
yeah. Well, we oftentimes find that if someone is kind of like has heard about a program, maybe they get a referral to you from another person. They've heard about a program, or if they've been referred to other agents with a program in mind, and then they tell the loan officer, "Oh, I've heard of this program." The loan officer oftentimes will then at that time admit they have a program, but they haven't told you about these programs ahead of time, that type of thing. And then they'll just go with the program that you've mentioned. But what we try to do is, first of all, we're looking for programs the minute that you talk to us. That's kind of what we do. We want to see, is there money available out there for you? How can we help your situation? Secondly, if you've come to us with a program, we're analyzing the program that you've mentioned, and we're asking you and ourselves, is this the best program for you? Or is there another program available that might help you more to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish? Because of our proficiency and efficiency with these programs, a lot of times that's the difference. Other loan officers aren't mentioning these programs up front because they're not really confident that they can write aggressive offers and that they can close on time with the programs attached. Whereas we do this all the time, and we know for a fact that we can do that. And that's part of the reason that we do offer that on-time close guarantee, so that everybody involved is not like, "Oh, you have a program. How long is this going to take?
Yeah.
Is this going to be a 45-day escrow? Is this going to be a 2-month escrow?" Our typical close times are 17 to 24 days. And then, like I said, it's a per diem, $250 each day, all the way up to $2,500. But I'll be honest with you, Ray, I can't remember the last time we actually paid out on that.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, that is incredible.
Yeah, we're
Well,
usually waiting for everyone else. It's like we're ready in 14 days, but the listing agent's like, give me a little more time. We're at the mercy of everything else coming together, of course. But,
of course, yes. It's never just one person. Usually there are several things that have happened that create the issue.
right,
But
right.
yeah.
Yeah. But
If you're on top of it with everything on your side, then yeah.
It makes it a lot less of a concern.
Yeah.
And part of that is because we do make sure that we're going through with the client their entire credit situation from the jump, where we're making sure that there aren't going to be those surprises once it's going under contract. So a lot of lenders are also telling the client, "Oh, you're pre-approved." And then next thing you know, it gets into the middle of a contract. You're excited. You've given your notice if you're renting, or maybe you've put your other house up for sale. You've got an offer on that. And next thing you know, you're surprised. We found something in your credit that is making what we told you not true. And we try to avoid that at any cost by getting all of that done before we make an offer.
Underwriting to start instead at the end.
That's right. As we think every lender should do, but not every lender practices. So
Right.
Yeah. So
Always like working with lenders that are that way, for sure.
Yeah, that stitch in time saves 9, right? It just kind of gets it kind of moving first, and that's how we do those quick closes. Because then once it's already set in place, then once it's in escrow, it's like, okay, well, we already checked all that. Now we're just moving through.
Yeah, just do the final check and done.
Yeah, exactly. Just are we still employed? Okay, we are. You guys haven't bought another house first? Okay, great. So then
That is always the worst. That is always
Yes.
the worst. I, I
Yeah.
had a client that we looked for a long time. It was a long time, and we finally found him a house. It ended up being a pretty long escrow because there was a lot of things that the house needed, and I negotiated it all. The seller was doing a whole bunch of pest work and everything, and we were 2 days. Called the husband's employer to make the final verification of employment, and he had quit his job the day before. Yeah,
What a bummer too. Oh, for
yeah,
them
yeah.
because
Oh,
they're
yeah,
almost there, and
yeah, yeah. And he
it's so unfortunate when
he
that
said,
happens.
but I have another job.
Yeah.
Well, the other job he didn't actually even interview for. He just got mad at his boss, and this guy had said, "Yeah, I could probably hire you," but didn't do it, and
Wasn't in
didn't
that.
get the
Yeah.
job, and away the house
Mm-mm.
went, and of course lost their earnest money deposit and everything, and
Oh, yeah. Because at
and
that point in the process, yeah, I mean,
yeah, they were,
yeah, they
yeah,
were not happy. Yeah, yeah. So that's why when we tell the clients, okay, now that we're in this process, don't change anything. We
anything,
mean don't
anything,
change anything. Don't change anything. Please don't change anything. Don't pull your credit.
anything.
Don't get a credit card. Don't buy anything on credit. Like, please don't change anything until you're sitting in that house.
Then get it all.
We don't care what you do at that point. You change your job, get a new car, fine. But wait until then. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
wait till the end. Exactly.
and we tell them that, but I somehow not always does that click. But
Sometimes it doesn't. That's for sure.
yeah. So well, what can you do?
Exactly. Exactly.
We just keep trying.
Yeah. Next. Well,
Hopefully the next
Michelle,
time they'll be okay.
I always love talking to you. Thank you so much. And shoot me the link for the radio thing so I can
Oh
listen to you
yeah.
live on the radio too. That'll be great.
Yeah, I just got some information about it. So as soon as I have it, you'll have it. And I look forward to that. I think that's April 8th. So yeah, it's a Saturday morning. So I'll send it
Very
over to
cool.
you so
Very
you can
cool.
hear me probably
I,
say about the same things I always say to you. We'll see.
we'll see. You just never know. Exactly.
But yeah.
Well, everybody, the Hero Loam team is the people to talk to. Michelle, I didn't get the scroll going because I'm out and about and on my phone. So why don't you tell everybody how they can get hold of you?
Yeah, sure. You can reach out to me personally, Michelle Johnson, Hero Loan Team. You can call me. It's 559-314-6760, or you can email me directly at michelle@heroloanteam.com. You can just go to our website, heroloanteam.com. But we definitely prefer to talk to you personally than to have you fill out an application online. That can be very overwhelming to everyone. So yeah, reach
It
out to me
can be.
personally. yeah, reach out to me personally. I'm available. So, or
Very
just
good.
contact Ray and he'll get you in touch with me.
And I will definitely get you in touch. So
Good.
everybody, you all go out and be the sunshine in somebody's rainy day like I've been putting up with today. But look, the sun's coming out. The sun's coming out.
There you go. Raise your sunshine.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. And always remember, see Ray to find your perfect home. And we'll talk to you all again real soon.